U.S. stealth bomber. What if you could fly through the skies undetected? What if you had the power to deliver a fatal blow to your enemy without them ever seeing it coming? This may sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's a reality with the new U.S. stealth bomber. Titled the Invisible Bomber, this is a true marvel. So let's get started. Meet Northrop B-2 Spirit, the heavy strategic bomber designed to penetrate dense anti-aircraft defenses. With low-observable technology and a subsonic flying wing, this bomber is the ultimate weapon in your arsenal. Able to drop conventional and thermonuclear weapons, including large air-to-surface standoff weapons, the B-2 is a force to be reckoned with. Why was it created? The birth of the B-2 Spirit, also known as the stealth bomber, began with a revolutionary idea in the mid-1970s: to build an aircraft that could evade radar detection. This new method, called stealth, involved creating an airframe that absorbed or deflected radar signals, making it nearly invisible to radar detection systems. At the time, most detection measures were limited in their range or technological capabilities, allowing aircraft to fly undetected, especially at night. In 1974, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, solicited information from U.S. aviation firms on the largest radar cross-section an aircraft could have, while remaining invisible to radar. Northrop and McDonnell Douglas were selected for further development, while Lockheed, with its experience developing the stealthy A-12 and SR-71 aircraft, was also considered. Using computer models to predict radar reflections, Lockheed developed the faceted design of the B-2, with its distinctive angular shape. Development began in 1975, with a model known as the Hopeless Diamond. Although primarily designed for nuclear missions, it has been used in multiple conventional combat situations, including the Kosovo War, Iraq, Afghanistan, and Libya. Design. The B-2 Spirit is a flying wing aircraft developed by the United States Air Force for deep penetration missions, including the deployment of nuclear weapons. Its blend of low-observable technologies, aerodynamic efficiency, and large payload provide significant advantages over previous bombers. With a reported range of approximately 6,000 nautical miles, the B-2 refuels every 6 hours, taking on up to 50 short tons of fuel at a time. The B-2 required pioneering computer-aided design and manufacturing technologies for its complex flight characteristics and low visibility requirements. It resembles earlier Northrop aircraft, the YB-35 and YB-49, which had been canceled in development in the early 1950s, allegedly for political reasons. The B-2 and YB-49 share the same wingspan, and the YB-49 also had a small radar cross-section. The B-2 has a crew of 2, but can accommodate a third member if necessary, with approximately 80 pilots currently flying the aircraft. Unlike most two-seat aircraft, the B-2 is highly automated, allowing one crew member to rest, use the facilities, or prepare food while the other monitors the aircraft. Extensive research has been conducted to improve crew performance on long sorties, including sleep cycle and fatigue studies. Advanced training is provided by the United States Air Force Weapons School. Manufacturing cost. From a planned fleet of 132 to just 20, the fate of the B-2 Spirit bomber was uncertain. But, in a surprising move, the Clinton administration authorized the production of one more fully operational bomber at a staggering cost of $500 million. And if that wasn't enough, Northrop proposed building 20 more at $566 million each. The controversial aircraft has left taxpayers and politicians questioning, is the cost really worth it? The B-2 program was an incredibly extensive endeavor, with a projected total program cost of $44.75 billion in 1997 dollars, which would be equivalent to a staggering $71 billion in 2021. Each B-2 bomber was estimated to cost a jaw-dropping $737 million in 1997 dollars, which equates to an astronomical $1.17 billion in today's money. Challenges faced. The General Accounting Office, GAO, revealed in 1996 that the B-2 bombers were the most expensive to operate on a per-aircraft basis, costing over 3 times more than the B-1B and over 4 times more than the B-52H annually. The reason? The provision of air-conditioned hangars is large enough to accommodate the bomber's massive 172-foot wingspan, which is necessary to maintain the aircraft's stealth capabilities. In addition, each hour of flight required a whopping 119 hours of maintenance, resulting in a monthly maintenance cost of $3.4 million per aircraft. The B-2 also struggled to operate in heavy rain, causing delays in procurement until an adequate protective coating could be found. Despite these challenges, the U.S. Air Force continued to work on resolving these issues, and by 1977, progress was being made with software fixes to improve the B-2's radar system. Materials used. The B-2's radar signature is reduced through the use of radar-absorbent materials, RAM. The majority of the aircraft is made of a carbon graphite composite material that is stronger than steel, lighter than aluminum, and absorbs radar energy. Tight engineering tolerances and innovations such as alternate high-frequency material, AHFM, and automated material application methods further improve radar absorption properties and reduce maintenance requirements. To protect the integrity of its radar-absorbent materials and coatings, each B-2 is kept in a climate-controlled hangar with a large enough space for its wingspan. What makes it unique? The XST project, initiated by DARPA in 1975, marked a turning point in the development of stealth technology. Northrop and Lockheed were awarded contracts to build experimental aircraft that incorporated the latest advances in radar-absorbing materials, curved surfaces, and fly-by-wire controls. The Lockheed team's design, known as Have Blue, demonstrated the feasibility of a stealthy attack aircraft and led to the development of the F-117 Nighthawk. Meanwhile, Northrop's Tacit Blue aircraft, which was also being developed in secret at Area 51, contributed to the development of low-observable technologies, composite materials, electronic intelligence, and battlefield surveillance aircraft experimental, BSAX. These advancements were eventually integrated into the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber and other operational aircraft designs. The ATB program. In the midst of the 1980 presidential election, defense became a hot topic. Ronald Reagan accused his opponent, President Carter, of being weak on defense and cited the cancellation of the B-1 bomber as proof. Little did he know, the U.S. Department of Defense was already working on a solution: a long-range strategic stealth bomber. With the success of the Have Blue platform, the ATB program took flight and revolutionized modern warfare. The birth of the B-2 Spirit bomber was shrouded in secrecy and mystery. It all started in 1979 with the Advanced Technology Bomber, ATB program, which was so highly classified that it was funded under the codename Aurora. Two aviation giants, Northrop, Boeing, and Lockheed, Rockwell, were selected to compete for the coveted contract to design a long-range strategic stealth bomber. Both teams came up with flying wing designs, but only one would emerge victorious. In 1981, the Northrop team's ATB design, which bore a striking resemblance to a sketch produced by designer Hal Markarian, was selected over the Lockheed Rockwell design. This marked the beginning of a new era in military aviation, as the B-2 Spirit was born. But the road to success was not without its challenges. The B-2's design had to be completely reworked in the mid-1980s, when the mission profile changed from high-altitude to low-altitude terrain following. This delayed the bomber's first flight and added a staggering $1 billion to the program's cost. Yet, despite the setbacks, the B-2 proved to be a technological marvel. MIT engineers and scientists helped assess its mission effectiveness under a highly classified contract, and an estimated $23 billion was spent on research and development by 1989. Secrecy of the project. Even the tightest security couldn't prevent some leaks to the media. In 1986, Popular Science published artist renderings of the B-2, based on information from anonymous sources, leading to a lawsuit by the U.S. government for violating national security laws. In 1996, a newspaper revealed the previously classified development costs of the B-2, sparking controversy and calls for greater transparency in military spending. Even the most advanced technologies can't always stay hidden in the shadows. In 1984, a Northrop employee was caught trying to sell classified information to the Soviet Union, while in 1988, Guests were barred from viewing the B-2's rear section at its first public display. But that didn't stop Aviation Week editors from taking aerial photographs of the top-secret plane. And in 2005, a design engineer was convicted for selling classified information about the B-2's propulsion system to China. The B-2 may be stealthy in the air, but its history is full of covert intrigue. The fight in Congress. In 1990, Congress faced a dilemma over the B-2 bomber. The cost of the project was skyrocketing, and flaws in its radar evading technology were being exposed. While some in Congress, such as Ron Dellums and John Kasich, fought to end the project altogether, others wanted to trim the budget. Ultimately, the project was limited to producing only 21 aircraft. But the controversy didn't end there, as faulty components in the flight control system and engine blade damage caused by bird ingestion required redesign work. The battle over the B-2 bomber was a fierce one, pitting cost concerns against national defense priorities. Even Democratic presidential nominee John Kerry cast multiple votes against the B-2 while a U.S. senator. Despite calls for expansion from some advocates, including arguments that it would save money in the long run, independent studies showed that additional B-2s would not be cost-effective. In the end, the program was capped at 21 aircraft, and Congress did not approve funding for more. As we come to the end of our exploration into the world of the U.S. stealth bomber, it's clear that this aircraft represents a significant advancement in military technology. With that said, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, press the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.